Hey there, guys. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh, and happy weekend to all Bangladeshis. Today, I'll be doing a couple of videos. Not physically very well. I have severe headache because of the sinus and the cold, all the coughing, and chest pain a little bit, and the fever. So I am still not well. I think it's the ongoing new virus. Every year we have some new virus. So suffering is always there. So stay safe and stay healthy. But I have to continue my work because this is my work. So the two episodes that I'm going to do, one is a one individual review, and then other one is a list of winter fragrances. Even though there is not much sign of winter here in Bangladesh, I doubt this year will there be any winter at all. Okay, here. So the fragrance I'm going to talk about is from House of, I think, Fragrance World sub brand called French Avenue, and this name I said it wrong in my first video where I did like talk about this little bit when I visited Fragrantica Bangladesh. I said this fragrance is uh, I think Spectre, and I said right. So many of the people they corrected me. They said it's supposed to be Spectre, and then the other name is supposed to be Wraith. Not right. Tell you what, like I know, like I'm not perfect. I do say things wrong, but sometimes when I see these names, I did watch the movie James Bond. This has the same name, Spectre, but I somewhat, like felt like Spectre would be a cool name, and then the right, if you could say it like the Irish or British, right, that'd be good. But anyway, Wraith Spectre. Okay, so ATMO, it comes in very solid packaging. Okay, all dark, and this is the second one from the line that I'm doing. Previously, I did this one, Ghost Spectre. Okay, so I am taking some time to get used to the name, new name, how you're supposed to say it, but I like to say Spectre. So this is made in UAE, ATMO. I'll talk about that, which I am not very big fan of, but this is a nice little packaging. Okay, and then it does say manufactured by Fragrance World Perfumes. Okay, so when you slide it out, that's where the bottle stays. I think it's pretty cool. If you paid like this is like around 30 something dollars, $30. Okay, so $35 tops for this ATMO, and if you pay this kind of money, you will be very happy to get this kind of packaging. Many niche or designer houses, they charge you 150, 160, just give you a generic cardboard box. So this one, the bottle looks just like the previous one. Very cool looking presentations. If you see side by side, there's some differences, I'll tell you. The one thing is the coloration. This used to be like gold or metal color, and the side you could see. This one, yeah, I think you can still see, but you have to put light or something. So this is given matte dark look. I think I have Pakuraban Phantom Perfume. That one is in the same coloration. Looks pretty good. So the whole concept is a bullet going through the bottle, and it's like entering, and it's like a slow mo. And then this is the bullet, and this is the when you keep it in the holster, the gun. You see the magazine. That's how the bullet looks. Obviously, you have seen it before. The name here and there. So the difference I find between the two is when I bought this one, the Ghost Spectre. This one said Fragrance World, and this one says French Avenue. If you can pick up, okay, a little bit difference changes in the cap, but I think it's okay, right? Sprayer is very good in this, very, and this one, the cap, it clicks into place. I'm taking my time, so I'll cover the whole aspect. Even the atomizer has detailing. Atomizer works fine, small burst, but it gives out good mist. So this is supposedly a take on Black Phantom, I think by Kilian, and that one is super expensive niche perfume. The perfume really disturbs my system, but there's no, I cannot review a fragrance without spraying. So let's go to the original OG. The OG is Black Phantom, which is a 50 ml bottle. That one costs about $250 to $300, around that price point. It's a niche house, just like Frederick Mall or let's say Maison Francis Kurkdjian. These houses, their fragrances are supremely expensive. And when you buy a Kilian, usually like 50 mls, they cost well over 250. So that price point is not for everybody. Even though it's a good fragrance, coffee, liquor, I think there was a good bit of chocolate, this kind of mix with a little bit of maybe I don't know, dark, like it's a boozy chocolate coffee sort of mix. For some reason, I'll tell you, I'll go to to the minority group. That fragrance in my area, like my country, I did not find it like very like I have to die for it or must have. It was okay. From Kilian, I do love their fresher, boozier, sweeter fragrances like Apple Brandy on the Rocks, Angel Share, or Rolling in Love. These are more of my favorite. The Moonlight in Heaven. So these are kind of fragrances I really like. Ginger Dash was good, but the dark ones, they are just too dark for Bangladesh condition. We never get this kind of winter here. So the dark ones, the coffee, maybe they was patchouli, I don't know. This kind of fragrances, milky, they don't really work. But still, I liked Amin, Angelman, which was much more affordable for 100 ml. You could pay like fraction of a price of Kilian. And then also that fragrance, that Black Phantom, I find it in the same ballpark as this one, I Love New York, For All by Bond Number 9. This is a niche perfume, extremely long lasting. This one has a bakery smell, but minus the coffee. So we'll get to this. So what do we get from this? So where does it stand? First of all, the bottle size. Okay. Sorry. The bottle size could have been 100 ml. I don't know why they keep making 80 ml. Maybe trying to say this is super concentrated. It's EDP, right? EDP or X-ray puff. I don't know. Says what? I did not even take note. EDP. Yeah. Why not make 100 ml? I mean, why 80 ml? You know, $30 is not very expensive, but if you convert it to 100 ml, it comes to $35 or something around there. So it could have been made $40 for 100 ml. That would be just lovely. Could have made 100 ml easily. I'm not a big fan of small bottles. Okay, one thing I don't like. Second thing is the performance is good. Okay, from this I get 6 hour, 5 to 6 hours because it's a new bottle. Perhaps I don't know. To my nose, I detected on my skin around 3.5 hours, and then the overall longevity maybe on the shirt is 5 to 6. Maybe in winter it will be more, 7 to 8. But sometimes I do have fatigue, so I do not detect fragrance after a while. You guys let others know how you got performance from it. Projection is good for the first hour. After that, it's around you. If you spray on the shirt well, it will stay, it will project. The seasons to wear this, just like Black Phantom. I think this one will be perfect for colder months, fall and winter. Obviously, it's been said all in the other reviews. The Bikilian, the dark ones like Back to Black or the Skull Edition. There are a lot of this other one. I don't remember so many. There. The dark ones, for some reason, they just like in Bangladesh condition. Let's say in Europe states where you have heavy snowfall, proper winter. They, I think, gonna be lovely. Just the geographic location, they don't really work for me. So, and the other thing is the pricing. So this one definitely much more affordable than the Kilian. But I think my memories of Black Phantom, if I actually compare it with the quality, this goes pretty decent to the quality of by Kilian. But the coffee note in that Kilian, I'll be honest, I'll be fair, even though that's so much more expensive, that quality of coffee and the booze is way better than this. Way smoother, way better. This smells a little bit synthetic in the opening. But if you consider the dry down and then the price point, this one on the dry down smells a lot like that. So it goes like opening wise, I would say 70%. The dry down was it's more like 85% similar. So it's not really 100 like one on one. Many people said this goes as close as possible to Kilian. I do not think so. This one has its own charm. It has its own, for the price bracket this offers, it has its strength. Okay, it holds on to the genre, like there's like the price point bracket like 25 to $35. This is very good for that if it's not considered as a clone. Okay, so I'm not saying it's a bad clone. It's a good dupe, good take. But I actually, if you actually had the chance, spray them side by side on your both arms and see the difference. Okay, sometimes the original is just original, so much better. But again, the price point makes Kilian's like out of reach for me. Like I can buy them. I can buy. Many people love that. Many people have the collection of the whole Kilian. They have the coffret, they have the whole skull box and all that. But for the presentation, it does not matter. Kilians do make great fragrance. I give it to them. I do have thing for the ones that I mentioned that I like, Angel Share, those bottles, but they're not worth it that money, because they're way overpriced for the brand image. And just for getting a bottle, it's like buying a merchandise rather than buying a perfume. So 100 ml refills are more reasonable than buying a 50 ml, a small bottle of Kilian. That's just my 2 cents. I'm just an average Joe. So if you like the DNA, you can try this, but the best among the whole, like out of all the stuff that I smelled, the Bond Number 9 smells so good and lasts a lifetime. This is a great fragrance. Overall, my complaints with this is that the price point is good, but the bottle size is small. 20 ml is significant amount of juice. Just getting a nice bottle, you cannot use the bottle after the bottle is finished. You can use the juice. So I will deduct 2 marks. I'll give this fragrance 8 out of 10 for being stingy. But if that's not the matter, if it was 100 ml, I would give probably like 8.5 to 9, but it gets 8 out of 10. It's a good release, and it's a nice looking bottle for collectors. I know many of you say, what's in a $30, $35? I can spend. But if you're a practical person, you actually demand that minimum like 80, sorry, not 80, 90 mil at least would be good. But then again, I just don't want to whine about it. The performance is good, nice little release, and it is definitely very good. One of the best I smell from this price bracket. For the price range, there's just no complaint. But when you compare this with actual the OG, this one is not far behind, but 75% it goes maximum as a dupe of the Kilian Black Phantom. I say buy this over the Kilian if you have budget issue. And I think they have Alexandria. They have made few of the other clone houses. I will check them out. I think they also have good dupes. But this one I give it 8 out of 10. Okay, so this is Wraith. I'm being very careful. And Spectre. Sorry. So check it out. Okay, it's a good fragrance I'm waiting for. As I told you, winter is not starting here at all. There's no cool breeze. It's just always sunny, and daytime is very hot. Morning there's no foggy weather. Last year this time it was very cold already, like at least 16, 17 hour standard weather, that's cold. But this year, don't know what's happening. I'm afraid if it will start at all. So anyway, take care, guys. Mild cold weathers, if that's what you're gonna get, we'll enjoy it. Take care. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.